Welcome to the beautiful
Done.
Princess. We're on here for a 21-day Mediterranean grand adventure. We're going to take you around the ship today, show you from the main decks, from the forward to the aft. Here we are in the Cascade Bar area, and in front of us is the Dome area. There's lots of different dance parties, nightclub things that happen on in there. We had our Captain's Circle loyalty party there. And at the very forward of the ship is the adult-only area. It's the Seaview Terrace area. And so it's adult only. We were surprised by this because we were hoping to go and sit out there with my daughter, but fortunately it is adult only, and that dome pool area is also adult only. Hi, I'm Michele. I'm a travel agent that specializes in Princess Cruises, and we are going to go on the Lido deck right now. This is deck 17. Unlike the other ships where it's like 16 or 15, on this ship it is on the deck 17. There's no names to these decks, so you are looking for 17, not the Lido deck, but we're going to head forward now, and this is the main pool area deck. So there's the dome at the front of the ship, and then as we walk aft, you'll see the other pool areas.
Just to give you an idea of like the flow of the ship and what you can expect.
So we will do a ship tour that is deck by deck, but this is our walking flow tour, and it's just the main decks. We're not going to show you all the areas, so stay tuned for the actual deck by deck ship tour. Some accessibility things, these doors, not accessible.
These are front elevators here.
Yes, so forward elevators, they are destination elevators. So we'll show you a little bit of that when we go down to another deck, but for right now, we're just gonna get through the doors. There's sinks throughout the ship by the food venues, which is nice. And so a different concept on this ship is the Lido food. So we're going to take a look at that. It is just opening up, but you can see here, this is the Lido tacos.
Yeah.
So kind of a taco bar setup with some shawarma as well. It's a yummy food. My daughter really likes the burrito, the vegetarian burrito. But it's kind of nice because they're not like pre-made. You can kind of like custom what you want them to have in them. And then here is the sliced pizza. So these food venues are complimentary. They're included in your cruise fare. So this is the different pizzas. Yummy, yummy. Hello. And then
Toy Michele.
on chocolate toy.
So to the left here now.
Which is the right side of the ship, the starboard side.
Yeah.
We're currently on the port side, the left side. So there's water right here that you can fill up. There's also, to your right here, a little bit towels. You do not need to bring towels on your cruise. Princess provides them, and you can take them off the ship. Just remember to bring them back on. The Lido Grill has your hot dogs and veggie burgers and french fries. Another venue that we have enjoyed. And then another newer concept for the Sun Princess is the Lido Green. So this is your salad bar station. Again, you can kind of like customize what you want in your salad, which is cool. They also have like some sandwich breads as well. So lots of different food to choose from. There's like so much food all over the ship that like you won't go hungry. And so we're just going to turn around and walk towards the aft of the ship, the back of the ship. And here you'll see the two main pools. I do wish there was an accessible lift. I mean, my daughter can't go in them anyway, but there is no accessibility lift into these pools.
Hopefully they'll be good with the music.
Should be fine with the mics.
Yes.
Otherwise, we might have to do some creativeness. But this is where they have the movies Under the Stars, and they'll have concerts. Like right now, there's a concert that they're airing. In the morning, there's like Tai Chi at Sea, the deck parties. Jason remembers to put in some B-roll of the deck party from last night. They also do the sail away party here. We are in the Mediterranean, so it has been getting kind of hot.
Yes.
So we have not actually been up here very much. It's been very different with not having the buffet on this deck. The buffet's down on deck 9, we'll show you that, but without having to be up here to get food, it's a little bit different than other ships that we've sailed on. So there is a bar here.
Yeah.
There is a bar over by the Lido Greens as well. But you have your bar over here, and then on the other side you have your coffee and cones. I'm hesitant to say too much about the Plus and Premier packages in this video because they are changing. So as of right now,
Yes.
premium desserts will no longer be included as of 2026. So we will have a video once we figure out all the details, because Princess is changing their mind every day, it seems, about what they are going to include and not include in their packages. But this is the coffee and cones.
Where you can get your premium desserts as well, some premium desserts. You can also get cakes, ice cream, complimentary ice cream.
We're going to head on back.
Then the continuation
a little
of
bit
the
more
pool
here.
deck over there.
Towards the aft elevators. And we are going to go down to 9 in a second. So the elevators are, like I said, the destination elevators, which I will show you in a little bit how to use them. So on the Sun Princess, you have the destination elevators. So there are accessibility modes. I'm not going to talk about that. We'll do a whole video about the elevators, but just a quick rundown. You're just going to tell it what deck you want to go on. So right now we want to go to deck 9. All I have to do is press deck 9. It's going to tell E, just look for the letter, and then it'll light up, and then it's going to open up.
When it comes, this was fortunate to be real quick.
Yep. You step right in, and then you're like, oh,
nothing.
I forgot to press buttons. You don't need to press buttons.
No.
This side has buttons for some reason, but don't touch them because I've heard that it will stop your journey.
Yes.
Most of the elevators don't.
There at the top, it'll tell you the numbers of where it's stopping. We're going to 9 at the moment, so that's where we're stopping.
So make sure you know where you're going before you hit the button.
Yeah.
Deck 9.
We are going out to the starboard side, the right side if you're facing forward, out onto the promenade dining area. And we're going to show you some of the new promenade dining food that they have on this ship. And honestly, this is amazing. And this is why we have not been up to the Lido very often, because the promenade dining food is just incredible. So nice outside. Again, a little hot today, but actually it's been cool. Coolest day we've had so far. And there is a little bit of shade with the clouds today. But beautiful dining area. And there's some on both sides of the buffet. The eatery is what it's called on the Sun Princess. So you can have some on one side, some on the other. Just kind of got to pay attention to what you're looking for. But we're going to head back towards the back of the ship. Hello. So back here you have the promenade bar. I don't know what it's actually called, but I'm calling it the promenade bar. You can get some drinks. And then you have the ice cream. One thing that's different with the ship is the ice cream flavors change daily. Mm-hmm. So depending on what kind of flavor you want.
What's the flavor today?
Strawberry today.
Okay. Perfect.
He's been waiting for that, so we'll be back. And then they have the promenade pizza. Can I just say, like, this is the best pizza,
Yes.
like, ever.
With the thick crust. Oh,
Nice
it's
thick
really
crust.
good.
None of the thin
Very
crust
cheesy.
nonsense.
Yeah.
I will be back for that in a moment. But delicious pizza. Oh, the sanitizer's doing something. But again, lots of seating out here. Lots of options. We're just going to loop in a little bit, and then we're going to loop over to the other side to show you the rest of the dining over there. Sometimes the doors don't open very wide.
So the stairs over there will take you down to the wake view area on deck 8. Otherwise, you have to use the elevators from
The aft, the very back.
Yeah. There's like side open elevators that you can see from.
So we are entering in through the Americana diner. Breakfast and lunch, there's times here.
Yeah.
This
It's
used to be
11:15
different
to 1.
specialty restaurants, but they moved a whole bunch of stuff around. But so this is like a condensed little buffet, because the buffet doesn't open until 12:15. So this is running from 11:15 till 1 for lunch. And so we often will come back here because it is a bit quieter.
Yeah.
But we're going to loop around to the other side as I spy what desserts they got going on. Morning.
So here's the aft elevators here, which takes you in between the Americana and the buffet.
Yes. And at dinner time, what time is it? 5:30, I think it starts. This is actually a sit-down restaurant, which has like more of like an all-day breakfast kind of feel to it. It has cool little robot things that actually help the waitresses deliver, the wait staff deliver the food with all the hot plates and stuff. So we have not eaten there yet, but we will be at some point during this cruise. We just got to figure out timing for a day. We're going forward a little bit here, just so that way we can go back outside to show you. Oh, we missed the outside,
Yes,
Jason.
we'll loop back around once we get out.
Loop out a little bit here.
So here's the eatery portion.
Yeah, so this is the main part of the buffet. It is all crew served, which has been good in some ways, a little frustrating in other ways, just because sometimes you're stuck waiting a while.
Now here's the promenade dining.
Again, very narrow. Emrys, you got to put your arm in.
Yeah, so both these are positioned in between the eatery and the Americana on the outside.
So here you have the actual promenade bar. I guess the other one was just a mini bar. And you have the full bar. And then you also have your promenade grill, which is kind of like your Lido tacos and your Lido grill mixed into one. So you have a few different hot dogs, tacos, options, stuff like that. This has the veggie dog as well over here, which is pretty good.
Now it's going to double back a bit, back into the eatery.
We're in Sicily today, Sicily, Italy. We did a little bit of walking around. Wanted to get this done as well. While the ship is nice and quiet. So unfortunately it is closed right
So
now.
you have
But try
this
to put in
middle
some B-roll.
now you have this middle section. So this is where a lot of desserts are here, buns are there, flanked by two sides of food.
And your salad bar is here.
Yeah.
Our timing today, but Jason will put in some video and footage and stuff so you can actually see what some stuff is. Also, be sure to subscribe because we have the food videos that we'll be putting out that will go into more detail about all the food that we've had on the ship and different food venues because there is so much food on the ship. It's kind of crazy how much food. Probably end up doing a whole video and just on the eatery.
Yeah. You have all these like stations of different kinds of food and it's pretty consistent throughout the whole time. So you kind of get used to where different foods are.
And it's kind of nice because it's a lot of like create your own stuff. So like there's like create your own pasta, create your own stir fry.
Yeah, you can customize stuff. Here's grab and go at the front.
Yes, this is always available.
Images.
My daughter's about to be mad as we walk out of here without food.
Yeah.
But we'll come back in a little bit when the rest of everything opens up.
Yeah.
I was hoping for some breakfast, but we kind of missed it. So yeah, we're going forward now on the starboard side, the right side. And this is where your international cafe is. This is very different than other ships where normally it's on the piazza level. This is on deck 9. Again, no names to decks, which I kind of miss. But you do have your international cafe where you can get your coffees in the morning. And then you have your complimentary, so the coffees are extra, unless you have Plus or Premier. And then the pastries here, though, are all complimentary, included in your cruise fare. So lots of different options. Some of the stuff stays the same all day. Some of it changes. But it seems like there's like a two rotation kind of thing. And then you have the piazza. Beautiful piazza with lots of seating. Really have enjoyed some of the shows in here and the singers and the events that have been happening. And then on this side you have your Alfredo's Pizzeria, which we had yesterday. It's very good. And so this is a casual dining venue. Get your pizzas, your calzones, all the yummy pizzas.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. On the other side, there's just seating.
Yeah.
The loyalty desk used to be on that side, but I guess they were having a lot of people just sitting and eating, so they moved it over on this side. So your loyalty desk,
Hello.
and your future cruise desk. So if you want to book a new cruise on board, you can. The photo studio area is here, not very big, but has what it needs. I highly recommend doing the $100 deposits with whatever currency you booked your cruise in. It's only $100 in that currency, and you don't even need to know what cruise you're doing when you're booking it. It's just a future cruise deposit. There's even like a little box that you can put it in. Easy. You can also do it on the app. We always do this because then you get onboard credit, and then also when you see a deal come up and you're like, oh, I want to book that cruise, you don't have to worry about deposits. It's already done. If you book through a travel agent, your booking automatically goes to them. Future cruise deposit goes to them, so you don't have to worry about like, oh, I want to book this with the travel agent. All goes to them directly.
Forward from here is just all staterooms, so
Yes.
we will catch up with you once we get
Down.
to the next level.
This is the cabana deck area. If you are in a cabana mini suite, you have access to the cabana suite over or deck over here. We do not. We're not privileged. Head on this way. Each deck has a laundromat that you can use. Or if you cruise with Princess enough, Princess will do your laundry for you at no extra cost. There are photos along each of the staterooms areas, like Sky and Discovery and other ships, but unfortunately there's not names saying what each of the photos is, which is kind of sad. I like to know what I'm looking at. Here we are at the forward elevators. So we're going to head down to deck 8.
If you're used to other Princess ships, you notice that these elevators are kind of oriented a lot differently.
Yes, they're all oriented, what would you call it?
Like
Vertically?
like ship lengthwise.
Yes.
Versus going across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad, it's just different.
Yeah.
And kind of with the flow of things is a little weird, but if. Yeah, the flow on the ship isn't the greatest. I find that we run into a lot of weirdness, but that's okay. That's why we have this video for you, to show you the flow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we are forward on deck 8 now, and I'm not sure if we'll be able to show you much, but this way, even more forward, is the arena. So this is the theater. It's very different than other Princess ships, where this one is round. It also has quite a low capacity, like 300 and something capacity for one that's like 4,000 people. Private function. So
Yeah.
we are not going in the arena. Someone might be getting married right now. There's no chapel on this ship.
No.
So someone might be getting married in there. But again,
B-roll,
Editor
you'll see.
J will
You'll see it.
B-roll it. We'll go forward. We'll go back to the elevators and walk through kind of that way.
Yes, because it's kind of like a grand entrance, like from those elevators onto deck 8, like in through to the casino.
Yeah.
They kind of made like really high ceilings to make it kind of like an experience to walk in.
Yeah. One of the things I hate with a lot of ships is you have to walk through the casino to get to places. And of course, there's a smoking casino. And yeah, I don't like it.
Well, at least this has a pretty straight path through.
Yes. But sometimes when it's crowded, it's still hard to get through.
Yeah.
I just miss like Sky Princess still had take 5. And so we often cut through there.
Yeah.
So that way we didn't have to worry about it. But it is what it is. We deal with it. We don't go through here very often. Sometimes just after the show in the arena,
Yeah.
we'll do some stuff. Really? Oh, and then we head back into the piazza area. Again, lots of seating, but some angles are hard to see when it gets really busy. But it's kind of like any of the theaters. So we'll kind of show a little bit. Do you want to go that way, and then we'll kind of just show that part of it?
Yes, that
So-
works.
It's not a ton. So this is the
Mikado Ocean.
Makoto Ocean.
Yeah.
So this is a specialty dining. It's kind of surprised because on other ships you have like the Kai Ocean Terrace seafood stuff, which is just a casual dining. but here it is a specialty dining.
All these levels are really nice because you get really good views outside of the sphere
Yes.
with all the windows.
I will say
So
my
you
one
can-
thing, which I have this issue with the Royal Class ships too, is having specialty dining in the piazza is kind of like, in the evening. Because sometimes there's events going on and stuff that are loud. And if you're trying to have a nice specialty dining, it's not the greatest, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So also on this other side here is crooners. So again, it's kind of hard. This is the main like piano place, which we love listening to the piano and reading and relaxing. But because there's so many things happening in the piazza, it's not common that there's stuff happening in crooners. Not as much as we would like anyway. So, but again, nice big windows, lots of areas to see out of.
And then a little tucked away
Spellbound.
in there, you can see the door with the S, that is Spellbound.
So that is an experiential dining experience. If you've heard anything about it, it's quite
Around some
interesting.
magic, you get to see a show and have some
Yeah, it starts with dinner.
close-up magic.
So looks really cool. One day we might try it, but it's just harder with having a child with us.
So you can go through there, through the elevators, and then turn left, but
We're going to take
you
this
can
route.
also go around this way past shore excursions.
So shore excursions, that's also the destination expert has times here as well. It can get a little busy when things get mixed up,
Yeah.
but haven't had too many issues. But here is where you're gonna have some of your
The
shops.
first section of the shops.
Shops of Princess. So some jewelry. Of course, they're closed right now because we are in port, but we are trying to film in port where it's not as busy. You okay? And then you have some of your perfumes.
There's like a little bit of a
Makeup.
ramp up here.
Yeah, it hasn't been too bad. It's a little steep, but we make it work. And you do have a few more shops this way as well. You have like your watches, and watches, pretty much watches. And then you have Sabatinis. The sign is on the ground, so it's kind of easy to miss. But this is the Sabatini, so this is specialty dining, which is unlimited in the premier package. So take advantage of it. It's the Italian restaurant. Lots of yummy food in there. I've heard very good things from people who have eaten here. And then we're heading again towards the aft elevators, the back of the ship, to go head on down to deck 7.
So here is the top of the restaurant, which they've turned into the Sanctuary restaurant, which was the Americana before,
Yeah.
which normally you would have been able to get access to the wake view from there. But because it's a
Yes.
Sanctuary restaurant, they do have it all blocked off, so you can't kind of come in or out from those doors.
Yeah, which kind of sucks.
Because then you kind of have to go up, maybe 9's probably the best way, all the way to the back to
Yeah,
those
through
elevators.
the Americana.
Yeah, there's like elevators way in the back. We're throwing some B-roll for that, and that takes you down to 8 back here, the wake view.
Those elevators also bring you to like Love by Burrito, which is a weird
Yeah.
aft venue. But we're gonna go head on down to 7. Again, we're not gonna show you every single venue. Stay tuned for the
Full
deck
ship
by
tour.
deck ship tour. Well, we will show you everything.
Yeah, and this
that
is
the
to give
ship
you a
has,
bit of a flow of what you can expect.
especially on the main levels. The main levels that we spend most of our time on, 17, 9, 8, and 7. Are the main decks. So we head out here on deck 7, and you have your Eclipse dining room. If you are trying to go to the Soleil, I can't pronounce that. It is down one deck. You have to come from deck 7 and go down a deck.
Yeah.
That's the dining room that we eat in. So this one is for walk-in dining, as well as for if you have like reservations at random times. The bottom dining room is for if you have traditional dining, so at 5 or 7:30, I think.
The main thing to remember on deck 7 and 8, the walkways are going to be on the starboard side. So if you're going from the front, it's going to be on your left. If you're coming from the back, it's going to be on your right.
We got a nice, what do you call
Model,
this?
model ship.
Yes, model of the ship.
Oh, the Sun Princess. Pretty cool. And all the plaques from the ports that they've visited for the first time.
Yeah, when they visit a new port, they get a plaque. So this is Wheelhouse Bar. Kind of wish this is where the piano was. Because this is much quieter venue.
Reminds
it's much
me more of like the Crown Grill bar, since we're right
so
outside the Crown
Grill
Grill.
Was not here before. And I think if they had planned on doing Crown Grill here, they could have done the Crown Grill bar and had it flow like that. But with the way they designed the ship and then went, oops.
Yeah, because this place seems kind of like underutilized now because of that. It's like just like a quiet bar to hang out in.
Yeah, there's not activities here. In Crown Grill, though, you will have your board games your book exchange, your Sudokus, those kind of things happen over there. But yeah, I wish they had more going on in the Wheelhouse Bar in terms of music. So we're going to head on forward through the shops of Princess. So these shops are other shops. So you do have your sunglasses, and then you have a little bit more jewelry, your what do you call it, like chain by the inch gold, some snacks, some liquors, alcohol, and then coming up here, you'll have some of your clothing options.
Your designer stuff.
Some pre-loved,
your Gucci.
re-loved as they call it, bags, purses, more clothing, jewelry. You have Pandora. If you're into a Pandora collecting-ness, you have that jewelry. And then we have my favorite shop, because I am all about the logo gear.
Yeah.
All the logo things ever. They do have sales of like 2 for $25 for ships shirts and stuff like that. Ships, models, a lot of hoodies, jackets. I really love their princess jacket, but it's kind of the same on all the ships. I've kind of disappointed with the lack of variety, but it's okay. And then over here, you have your coffee currents. So this is kind of what's been replacing the International Cafe on these ships. So you still have your coffee. If Jason turns to the right a little bit, although I don't think he can hear me right now, if he turns to the right, you have your coffee currents. So this is what replaced International Cafe on this bottom piazza level. So you have your coffee stuff that you can get, just like International Cafe, but then you also have like your snacks. So there's not as much as International Cafe, but there are some donuts and a few little quick bites to eat down here as well. And then you obviously have the big piazza. Tons of stuff happening here. This ends up being almost like a second theater. I will say there's a little bit of a lip up. It's not well marked to get in here. But these
And you got the
screens that will actually close, and you can see.
And then like this raises up here and in the middle.
The middle part raises up. But yeah, they end up using this as a second theater, and the dome is supposed to be a theater as well, but we have not seen any dome shows on the schedule, so I don't know if they've kind of moved them into here. Oh, actually, we have one on tonight. The Hypnotist is in the dome tonight. Then you have the Catch by Rudy, so this is your seafood restaurant, your specialty dining in here. And Bellini's, so that's your cocktail bar. Great location down here on the piazza if you're looking for a drink, or if you're trying to listen to some music. Jan has been our musician on this cruise, and he's been fantastic.
There is an entrance to O'Malley's here, but there's kind of like a more main entrance off to the side here that you'll see.
Yeah, so we're going forward. If you're in the piazza, just the screens are on the forward end, so and the elevators are on the opposite end of that. So, or actually, no, they're here. They're forward too. There's elevators everywhere. The flow of the ship has been really hard. Like we've been on it over a week now and still struggling a bit. But
Here's your
O'Malley's.
O'Malley's.
So this is a casual dining venue, but there's also music in here, I think every night. Busy venue. And then you have Princess Live on this side. Kind of like how this is kind of blocked off a little bit.
Yeah.
Like it's less open feeling.
This is where you usually get your shore excursions.
Yes.
And your meetups and all that stuff.
Yeah, here in the arena seem to be the places. This is often where trivia is, late night things, game shows. It's Princess Live, kind of standard for Princess on the Royal class ships as well.
And then tucked away in here, a little bit smaller than the Royal class ships.
Gelato. You can also get coffee here.
Yeah.
I guess it kind of is instead of like the Princess Life bar, coffee bar thing. You have your butcher's block. So this used to be up where the Americana is now. But they moved it down here. Hopefully with all the things that they changed, they now kind of have learned stuff for Star.
Yeah.
So they're not like, oh my goodness, this doesn't work. Because lots of changes have happened since the ship has launched. So we're heading forward.
So if you go to the right from here, you have Good Spirits.
So this venue is usually more in the piazza area, but on this ship it's really tucked away and hidden, which is strange. And so they have daily times that you can come in, and it's kind of like a show, a drink show.
Yeah, an experience, I think they usually call it.
And then here is the Princess Arena.
And on both sides of the arena here, you have your kids clubs.
Yes, your
So
teen
the
clubs.
tweens are on here, and then maybe the teens are on the other side. Or
If you're looking for the Firefly Park, which is the younger crowd, it's actually down on deck 6 by the guest services.
Yeah.
Which you can only access from the forward elevators. And then on the other side is just the other part of Butcher
side
Block.
actually, yeah.
Yeah. So we seem to have missed the teppanyaki on deck 8.
Yes, I think it's because it's on by the elevators in the middle
yeah.
on the other side of the
And
elevators.
there's usually like when it's actually open, there's like a what do you call it? Like a flag
That's kind of the interesting thing about the ship is there's a lot of venues that are kind of like
tucked
placed
away.
here and there and everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's like it's hard to miss some of them if you're not looking for
I mean,
it.
it's easy to miss.
It's easy to miss.
Yeah,
yes.
we find that like the flow of the ship, there's not as much of a flow as like the Grand Class or the Royal Class ships. It's just kind of like scattered in a different way. But my daughter is asking for food now, so we're gonna head back on up to deck 9. Probably taking midship elevator, or are we on midship elevators? No, this is forward elevators. We're gonna head midship elevators and take those up to the eatery and have some lunch. So thanks so much, and yeah, check out this video because YouTube thinks you like it.